Hi guys, PremJ here. In today's video, I'll show you how to reduce harsh elements in your mix using dynamic and cost-effective plugin from Brainworks. It's called BX Refinement, a fantastic tool for controlling harshness in your sound. The plugin works both statically and dynamically to smooth out unwanted sharpness, giving your mix a more polished finish. Let's dive in. I'll walk you through the controls first and then the steps. Let's go over the important controls. We have tube graphic. The tube visual gives you an indication of the processing strength being applied. The damping knob. This reduces harshness using a peak band EQ behind the scenes. You can set a fixed value or make it dynamic like a compressor using a dynamic switch. Soft or hard control. This determines the processing strength. Choose soft for subtle changes and hard for more pronounced effect, each giving a different character to the sound. Solo filter. Use this to hear exactly what frequencies are being reduced. It's like a delta switch allowing you to solo out what's being removed. Now compensating for the frequency loss. When you use damping knob, it reduces the harshness and sometimes it may cause some frequency loss and you may need to spice it up a bit. For that we have saturation to add harmonics or to fatten the sound. Then we have presence, a high shelf filter that boosts the highs transparently. Next up we have mix. This mix knob balances the processed and the unprocessed signal. Then we have mid and mid plus side. Choose mid to process only the mid channel or mid plus side for the stereo processing. Next, dynamics. This switch introduces dynamic harshness reduction similar to a compressor with the adjustable range that can be compared to a ratio in compressor and the speed that will be a release. It modulates the deharshing filter based on the input signal peak level. Range adjusts how much damping is being applied dynamically. Then we have speed. It controls how fast the BX refinement reacts to the input signal. Meter helps you monitor the dynamic section. It helps you visualize the effect in real time. Lastly, the oscillator feature modulates the damping effect using a sine wave in either free or sync mode. In free is just free and sync is it syncs with the BPM of the project. However, since we are focusing on the harshness control, this feature isn't relevant for our video. Truly, I ignore this oscillator section completely. There's now a very important point from the manual. BX refinement was developed to focus directly on this task in most musical and transparent way, specifically focusing on deharshing and cleaning things up. The internal algorithm is based on the careful combination of the time-tested approaches, modern techniques, and the latest science about the sensitivity of human ear. Now coming to steps, the steps are simple. First, decide whether you want to process mid or in stereo mode, like both mid plus side. Then adjust the damping knob to reduce the harshness using a fixed value. If you want dynamic control, enable the dynamic mode and adjust the range and speed to taste for variable harshness reduction. If you want to add more color or character to the tone, use saturations and presence knob. Now guys, for mix knob, use this only for parallel processing, only when your processing is intense. This helps to balance out the dry and the wet signal for a more controlled result. Let's see practically on drums and guitar. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.